Is the camera rolling?
Yeah. Oh, we're good? Okay.
All right.
Oh, hi.
Hi, guys. Welcome to another episode of Literally Just a Girl.
Yeah.
I was just telling you that you posted a story of, like, your tan lines.
Yes.
My God, your tits look so good. I was like, oh, my God.
I meant to put that on my close stories, and I pressed regular,
and close friends?
Like, fuck it.
Oh, like,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, fuck it, whatever.
I don't do close friends.
Okay, well, I know we've had this discussion a little bit, but why do you? Well, because you're a little bit different than me, because like you post what you want to post, like no big deal. Your husband's totally fine with it, you know.
I guess
I can't be posting like my ass.
Yeah,
you know, like Blake would not be okay with that. But with me, he's like he's more like conservative when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So sometimes I'm like, this is on the close friends, for the girls only.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah. I get that. Yeah, but no, I don't have one. But I was like, oh my God, her boobs look amazing in that.
Thank you.
They look really good.
I went to the beach on Saturday morning, really early, and I put on sunscreen on my face, but I didn't put it on my body, and I was like, oh, I'll be fine. Burnt. So burnt to a crisp. I was super red.
Where'd you go?
Painful. Just to Galveston.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
By yourself?
No, I went with my mom and sister.
Oh, okay. You're like, no, never.
I mean, I would. I've done it before.
Yeah.
I totally have. Like, when I'm super depressed, I will go to the beach by myself. Yeah, I will. It's great. So, I want to hear all about your Disney trip.
It was good. It was really good. Okay. It was just a lot.
Yes.
Thursday we got there and it rained, which kind of sucked because it was supposed to be like a pool day, and Kylie was so excited to get in the pool.
Did you guys stay at a Disney resort?
Yes, but not like, so we stayed at the Waldorf Astoria.
Oh, nice.
So it's really nice.
Yeah, it's a great hotel.
We loved it. We didn't stay at like a Disney themed one. I was like, no, I'm not staying in the Little Mermaid
I don't
room.
want a princess bringing me my breakfast.
No. So, we stayed there, but it rained on Thursday, and that really sucked. So again, it was me, Chris, my sister, and Kylie. So it put Kylie kind of like in a bad mood because she was looking forward to getting in the pool, and then she didn't really get to do anything, and she's a 4-year-old, so she didn't have any toys with her or anything, so that really sucked. And so we made reservations to this restaurant called, what is it called? Something Bear. It's inside the Waldorf Astoria. It's like rated really well. It has like a Michelin star. Like it was really good. Rated really good. So I had heard about it on TikTok, so I made the reservation ahead of time. So we went, and honestly, I was really disappointed. I was really disappointed in the quality. Like, I think we have such high standards for steak now because we know steak and we love steak. And so they're really strong on searing their steak. And I don't like my steak to be seared because it almost dries the steak out a little bit more. So that was the only thing that I... Jesus, Siri, what the hell?
Siri, not steak, not Siri. Siri. Sear my steak.
Yeah, probably. That's what she thought.
What can I help you with, Jasmine?
And the service was great. The restaurant manager, I guess he was our server that day, or I don't know what, but he was great. He was really nice. Kylie was not having it though. It was a mission. It's already kind of dark in there, a little darker than we typically like. Like it's like a really dark vibe in there, and so she's already in a mood. She orders mac and cheese, $20 mac and cheese, does not like it. And she's like, ew, what is this, mommy? Ew, you know? And then we're like, okay. And then she's like, I'm cold. It's so cold in here. We forgot she calls her little blanket her pito. So it's just like, because era pito. So when she calls it a pito,
You need to tell the people, educate them on what that means in Spanish.
So a pito is also dick.
A penis.
It's a penis. I know, but it's not meant that. She's just always said pito.
It goes back to our innocence.
Yeah, she has this blanket, and it is green and white.
Comfort pito.
Her comfort pito. It's a green and white striped blanket, and it has 4 corners. And she'll see like pito, 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 and so she'll grab it, and then she's like corner, 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 and I'm like, dude, when you don't know and you're trying to find that damn corner, and I'm like, how do you know what corners? I'm like, here, no, that's not the corner, and like, so she has this one corner, and the corner is dirtier than the other corners, and it's washed, like she washes it religiously, but it's that one corner, and I think because it has a little hole, she sticks her little finger in the little hole, and she's just like, I guess when she's anxious or whatever, that's her her thing. So anyways, we forgot it in the room. We didn't think she was gonna need it. My sister has to go back and get it. It was just like, I have never in my life met a kid who complained as much as her as a 4-year-old. Mm-hmm. Everything was just complained as a 4-year-old. Mm-hmm. I was just like, Chris and I were like, we looked at each other, and it was like, that's the moment we knew. We were like, what the hell did we get ourselves into? You know, because we don't see her that often, because obviously she's in Georgia. So anyways, she's so cute though. She went and she's like, this is my bed, took the king bed, and I'm like, you go and lay there. And she like laid, and she's so cute. And then Chris is like, you 3 go lay in the king bed, I'll sleep in the, because we got like a whole little suite, I'll sleep in the pull out. And I was like, I ended up joining him to pull out, because that girl was like on me, on top of me, and I was sweating, and I was like, I can't sleep with her either, like it scares me. Mm-hmm. So I ended up like waking up in the middle of the night. Here I go, sleep on the couch by myself in the little couch, and I'm like freezing my ass off. But so we started our day really early. We went to Magic Kingdom first day. Honestly, I knew it was gonna be warm, but we didn't like really think about how hot it was gonna be.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh God, it's pretty hot. Like, it's hot. She is white. She's Snow White, like white, like literally like the color of my shirt. I was
surprised in your picture. I'd seen a picture of her before, but I just didn't remember. No, she's very pale.
Very pale. Mm-hmm. So thankfully we had her stroller, but we didn't bring her a fan. We didn't think about bringing a fan. And we get there an hour in. She's like, okay, it's so hot. Mommy, it's so hot. And she's crying. And then she's like, I want to go back to the hotel. I'm like, there's no way, child.
We just paid thousands of dollars to be here. You got to sweat it out.
Yeah. That's what I would say. So we were kind of like, I get it, pobrecita. You know, for she's like burning, and like we put sunscreen on her and everything. But like we like were trying to keep her in the shade of the most part and stuff. Not only that, she was terrified of all the rides. So oh my God, we went on line. She didn't want to be on the ride because she was scared, and like, I was like, my sister was like dragging her ass or in line with her while she's crying, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, I'm like embarrassed, and I'm like, oh my God, like, But honestly, we made the most out of it. Mm-hmm. We had to. Chris, within like 5 hours, he's like, I'm done. I'm done. He was fed up, and I understand. I think for him, he was just like, so Kylie, when she was smaller, she used to be like fearless. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what it is now, which I want to get into like parenting with you in the next week's episode. And just like, you know, children and how what they listen to really impacts them, you know? But like she was so scared of everything, and it made me really sad because it like reminds me of my childhood, and I want to like go into that. But like we were like trying really hard to be like, there's nothing to be scared of. Like you're gonna be fine. Like Nina's got you, mommy's got you. Like nothing's gonna happen. So as like the rides went on, she didn't really like them, but she would at least like not like yell, you know. And then the next day we did Epcot, and that was really cool, like just seeing all the different countries. But like, again, she was in a mood and she didn't get her way in certain things, which I mean, she's 4. I will say it was a big learning lesson. I will not take another child under the age of 5 or 6. Like you need a child that they can really understand no, that can understand yes, that can understand when you're talking to them, because no, it was just like, I will never do that again, ever.
Does she have siblings?
No, she's an only child.
Okay. And we will talk about that in the next one, because that's kind of a big piece of it, especially, you know, having a stepdaughter, Emma, who is also an only child. I think it's like, I call it only child syndrome. Yeah. Because it's like, everything is about me. It needs to go my way. But we'll get into that.
Yeah, because
that is a whole episode by itself.
She has my mom, who spoils her to death, my sister, and then her dad's side of the family, because now it's like you can't really control it, right? Because now she's like, she has a whole nother side that we don't know what they get onto her, what they let her do, you know? So daddy may be like giving her like everything she wants while mommy's about, you know? So it's just like, it's really hard. But honestly, I was really proud of myself because I was really patient. I was like, look, this is what we're dealt with. It's a 4-year-old. Like, there's nothing we can do, and we just have to make the best out of it. So we did. Like, I did. I like just tried to make sure she was good, and like my sister got a little frustrated with her, and I think we all did, obviously, because it was just a lot, right? And then we're trying to have a good time and like experience everything. I will say it was fun though. I loved all the rides. Magic Kingdom fireworks show is amazing.
Did you guys stay all the way for the whole thing? Yeah,
girl, we were there from 8 a.m. till we didn't get back till 11:30, 12 p.m. 12 a.m. again. So, I mean, the child had a full day. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and then I'm sitting there, day 2, Epcot. Like, we're coming back and we're on the bus. That was the day that I posted on my story. I think my sock was so...
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, so
what
I think...
was that?
I had socks on, and I think from all the walking, it like I had too much, like, swelling.
Yeah.
So I think the sock was, like... tight.
Yeah, like cut off your circulation.
So it cut up like almost like a hickey, right? And then it was so itchy. I was really scared. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, oh my God, because I've been watching Grey's Anatomy too, and I'm like, oh my God, they're gonna fucking have to cut me, and then all this blood is gonna. I was like freaking out a little bit, but I just like got back into the room and like elevated my feet. It was just like from 2 days full walking. And like the thing is, like in Japan I got a lot of steps, but like there'd be moments where I would sit sit a lot. Disney was walking the whole time.
Stand in the line.
Stand in the line. You're riding a ride for 2-3 minutes, and then you're back to walking. Like, you're not sitting down at all. And it's a big park, you know? So yeah, I mean, beautiful place. Love it. Very expensive, obviously.
Very.
We wanted to do the bitty boppity boop experience, and then I was like, hell no. First of all, I am not going to pay. It's $500. And then for her to complain about someone pulling her hair. Nah, bitch. I was like, no. We got her a beautiful dress. We put it on her. Like, we ended up buying her the mermaid dress. Because the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo experience is, like, includes the dress. And then they do your hair and all that stuff. Right. I'm like, I'll buy you the dress. She doesn't need her hair. She doesn't like anyone touching her hair. I just bought her the dress, whatever she wanted. We got her, like, everything she wanted. Like, she wanted something every little bit, But yeah, we got her everything. And then we did we waited in line like every parent for every princess, you know. She wanted to see Moana. Let me just say this. The Belle, she was
so good.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, out of all the princesses I saw, they were all really pretty, right? They were pretty. But Belle, oh no, Belle was something
Can I get a picture?
Dude, she was gorgeous.
I love the way they speak, and they always stay in character.
Oh my God, always. I'm like trying so hard not to laugh because they were like Frozen's like, yeah, and Olaf, and oh my God, do you like to make snow angel? Like, you know, like I was like, but it was so cute watching her.
Bitch, calm down, I'm depressed.
I know, but like Kylie is so like the kids are just like, oh my God, yes and no, and like
eating it up,
and it's beautiful to see, you know, like that's when you're like, oh my God, it's all worth it to see you right now in this 5 seconds, you know. But they do not break character.
That would be the job from hell for me.
I was telling Chris,
if a kid did some shit to me or like, hey, like,
I will tell Chris, I was like, can you imagine when you have to stay in character, you're wearing these costumes and it's energy, like it's so much energy from kids, like you have to be in this like
how much they get paid.
I don't know.
No, it's there's no way it's
a lot. No, it's not a lot.
No,
and I'm saying
so shit.
Yeah, and I'm like, and you have to do it with like those kids in line back to back to back to back.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know how they do it.
Little assholes. I would be like, Mommy, come get your child, please.
But I think once they go up to them, they're not really they're really like shy. A lot of kids are shy, I think, when they go up to the princesses.
They're meeting their idol.
Yeah, so I think it was like, I mean, Kylie was so, like, quiet and, like, you know, she's just, like, smiling. She's shy. She's, like, a shyer kid. So it was, like, I'm like, oh, my God, I love her so much. And, like, I told Chris on Sunday, I'm like, I miss her already, even though I know she's a pain in the butt. She's just a very hype kid. Does she have ADHD? I'm 100% certain she does. 100%. Certain this child, and we were like, because my sister has like, I mean, she calls me, she complains about, you know, her, and she's like, oh my God, this child won't stay still, and I'm like, oh, she's just a kid, right? No, we saw it. Chris is like,
you're like, I'm so sorry.
I'm like,
didn't validate you.
I was like,
you're right.
I'm like, no wonder, girl, no.
Yeah.
Chris was like, what the fuck? Like, she just doesn't stay still. Like, it's like, I'm like, no.
That's ADD. I've had my fair share of experiences with that, and it's very
tough.
Insanely stressful. It is. It's draining. It's stressful. It's tough, and I give props to parents, step parents, guardians of kids who have very high energy.
Yeah, I need to know, like, if y'all have a kid, let me know what you guys do that helps so I can give my sister some tips, because it's really bad. And it's, like, obviously, like, she has energy and she just complains and she does everything the opposite that you tell her to do. So, I mean, obviously there's a lot of parental things that need to change there, but it's just, like, I'm like, I don't know, like, what you do, because
a lot of it can be induced by red 40 and sugar, dyes, sugar. Sleep habits are really important to keep a really, really tight schedule with kids that experience that, and structure. That's all you can do. Discipline and structure.
It's a lot. But it was fun. Like, the rides were so fun. I got on all the, like, roller coasters that Disney
Did you and Chris go on some
Yeah, we did. Okay, we did Tron, which was so fun.
Oh my God, I've always wanted to do that.
Dude, I wasn't gonna chicken out, but, like, when you get in, because you see it, right, from the outside, and you're like, oh, shit. And then you go in, and, like, obviously the Disney lines are long as fuck.
Yes.
And these rides don't include, like, Disney is not dumb.
Oh, no.
They don't include the fast pass for those big rides. They include, you can buy the premier pass.
Yes.
$400 additional dollars.
It's insane.
A person.
It's robbery. It's stealing. It is so insane. Like, you're trying to make kids and families' dreams come true, but you want to charge us $10,000 to have the best time. Everything is so expensive. It's crazy.
Insane.
Yeah,
so we were like, no, we didn't get the premier pass. I'm like, no, we're not doing that for one ride. I'm like, if it was like multiple rides, then great. But it was like only one or two that you really benefited from. But when you went inside in the line indoors, so you see, I will say they run it very well. The workers are, like, on top of their shit. But, oh my God, you see them, and, like, so you're, like, on your knees, right? You're, like, on the bike. And then you see them take off, and then, like, you could just see how fast they go, and everyone's screaming. And I was like, that's when I got a little scared. I was like, okay. Oh. And then I got on, and I'm like, fuck, okay, you can't pussy out. Like, come on. Sorry, chicken out. And, the scary part is the freaking takeoff, because the takeoff is so fast, and you're like, oh, and you're like in that position, dude. I just like closed. I hate it because I had so much fun, but I kept my eyes closed for so long that I didn't get to have fun. I was like, are you kidding me? I didn't get to see anything because I kept
I don't
know, but it was so much fun. My sister, so what we did is they have like a trade-off program thing. So like if you have someone else, like,
oh, cool.
So then they'll schedule her for like the fast pass lane, and someone can ride with her.
Nice.
So Chris rode with her on Tron, and then she's like, "Oh my God, Jasmine didn't want to ride with me because she was scared, huh?" And Chris just kind of laughed. And at that moment, it's not that I was scared; it's that I wasn't ready to get on again there. But I was like, it's not that scary. Just be prepared for the takeoff. Because other than that, like, it going up was really fun. It was really cool. But yeah, she was like, yeah, it was scary at first, but then she's like, it was really fun. Now, the Guardians of the Galaxy in Epcot, best ride of my life.
Really?
Oh my God.
What about it?
It's a roller coaster, but it's in the dark roller coaster, but then also there's like a ton of graphics. So the roller coaster is broken down into sections of 4, and it's like 4, 4, 4, 4, and it's like all of this. So each four little cart. So as you're going, your car is twisting.
Oh, that's
so
awesome.
You're twisting and seeing everything, and it's so fast, and it also like it starts up, and then you're like here, and then all of a sudden you're like watching something, and then you're like, oh shit, it's gonna take up forward. It takes off backwards, so you're like going down back. It's so much fun. Like it was like, and I don't do roller coasters that are like really high up and really high down, but I do like roller coasters that are a little, and then like obviously all the twists and turns. And just the graphics of it is insane. Like it was so cool. So I did that one with Chris first, and then I was like, I called dibs on riding it again with.
Oh, you wanted to go again?
Again with her. So it was really fun. I had a great time. I feel like that one was like the best. I did chicken out on one ride, but it was because I can't do the twirly things because I get really motion sickness.
Oh, okay.
So I was about to go in, and it was like all through the way they're like, if you have severe claustrophobia and motion sickness, do not get on this ride. And I was like, I'll be fine. Again, another sign. If you have severe, and I'm like, okay, I'm like starting to worry, and I'm like, babe, maybe I shouldn't get on this one. No, you'll be fine. Okay, we go into the beginning part of it, and then again, if you have, I was like, fuck it, I'm leaving. I'm like, no, this is the time to let your attendee know to get off the ride. And I was like, I asked him, I was like, okay, hold on a second. How fast, like, am I going to be spit? He's like, yeah, I'm like, get me out. And Chris is like, are you serious? I was like, I would never make you do something you don't want to do.
Yeah, you don't want to chance it, and then it ruined the whole day.
No, you know? And I was like, I'm getting off. And then it was what I thought. Like, you were in there, the screen came up to here, so you're like back here, and it's just like this. Yeah. Like the monja ride, yes, you know what I'm talking about?
Those zero gravity ones?
Yeah, so I was like, no, those are the ones that make me sick. So I got off, and I was like, no, I'm not riding it. My sister ended up riding it again with him. So I was like, I'll watch Kylie, so I watched her. So I will say all the rides were really fun. And then Epcot, I want to do it in a group trip. I feel like it would be
with adults.
Yes. Oh my God, so much fun. And not in the peak of summer. I feel like a fall trip.
Okay, so we went during Disney. We went during Halloween.
Oh, you did?
Yes, like years back when Emma was like maybe 5. Yeah, probably like 2 or 3 years ago we went, and we took her to Disney World, and it was probably like early October, and it was all like spooky. It was so cool. So fun. It wasn't too hot. It was great. The lines are still very long. Yeah. They're always long in Disney, but we like accidentally took her on Tower of Terror. I had always heard it was so much fun. You have to go on this ride. And I was like, okay, I want to go. And she barely made the line for height. God. And I was like, oh, she'll be fine. Blake was like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah, I think she'll be fine. I had heard, like, it's really fun, blah, blah, blah.
Shut up.
I really messed up because we took her on Tower of Terror. She was only 5. My poor girl, she was... Our picture came out with her like this. She was grabbing onto my arm.
It goes up and then down?
It's so spooky. I really fucked this up. Like,
Where
I should not have taken her on this.
They don't have that Magic Kingdom, right?
No. I couldn't even tell you, but just look up the Tower of Terror. It's like a haunted mansion is the theme, and it's a big, tall tower. Yeah. And you go and you get an elevator. Yeah. And it takes you up, and it's spooky, and it's like the Twilight Zone themed or whatever, and they like show you like a kind of like a little snippet.
You're sitting?
You're sitting on this like line, like a big bench basically, and you're buckled in, and then it shows you a movie, and you're like, you don't realize you're going up so high, and all of a sudden it goes ding, and it just drops. Like, it was very, very terrifying. I'm not gonna lie. And she was screaming her head off, and it wouldn't stop. She's like, make it stop, make it stop. And we got off, and she was like, I hate Disney. She was like, I hate it here. I felt so bad. We scarred her so bad.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I felt so bad. I didn't know the drops were like really intense.
Yeah.
I just heard it was so much fun. You have to go on it. And I was like, oh, she can make it. She's tall enough. Let's do it.
Yeah.
We did so fun.
We did that with 2. We did it in Magic Kingdom. We did it at the Haunted Mansion. Right? Dude, she was like, I was surprised she didn't cry. But my sister was like,
I think that's what it is.
Well, it didn't go up and down. The Haunted Mansion was just like you go through the haunted bit.
I think they changed the name or something, so it might be Haunted Mansion, but a different part of it or something.
I think yours is still the Tower of Terror.
Is it Tower of Terror?
Yeah.
Okay.
But she was like, my sister was like, she's like, and then we got up, she's like, oh, we're gonna do that again, like all the ghosts. Like she was so scared. I will say we did go on this other ride. She barely made it too. And it was really cool. You sit on and it's like you're flying through the sky. I will say, she was sitting between me and my sister, and the look on her face, she was like, oh, like this, and I'm like, look, Kylie, look, the city, and like, she would be like, oh, shit, and then that one was like, this bird came out, and she yelled, and pobrecita, you could just see how scared they are, and you feel kind of bad, but you're like, you're trying to make them fearless, you know, but oh my God.
And now, like, she'll never trust me again, ever, like, ever.
Oh my god, it was fun.
Well, I'm glad you guys had a good time.
Yeah. So that was my weekend. We got back Sunday and I chilled all day, so I'm back to the grind.
Oh my god,
what'd you do on the weekend?
Okay, well, last week I tried Katami, this new sushi place. Or it's not. It's
I've heard of it. I was going to ask you how it was.
It was good. Okay. Yeah, I went with Emily and we met and we just had like a really long yap session, much needed yap session. But yeah, the sushi was pretty good. We had one roll that was kind of fishy, but other than that, it was good. We had one drink that was interesting. It had like a spicy oil on it, but it was really nice in there. It was nice. The little area that is where it's at in near Midtown, it's really cute, super cute. You should definitely check it out.
They usually have shows on the weekends, right? I think.
Do they?
I think so.
We went on like a Wednesday or Thursday. I can't remember. Like a Thursday, I think. So there wasn't much going on, and we went early in the day, but it looked really nice, and the waitress was super nice, very helpful, made lots of recommendations. And yeah, the area is really cute. So that was cute. That was fun. And then I go home, actually Tuesday. We had filmed the pod. You and I filmed the pod. And I get home, and Blake was working kind of late. He always calls me every single shift when he's on his way home. He always just gives me a call. And he calls me, and I'm outside actually like feeding the chickens. And I answer the phone, and I could just tell by his tone and his voice, he's like, babe. And I was like, what? What's going on? Are you okay? What's wrong? And he's like, someone stole my truck. I can't find it. Yeah.
You're lying.
No. And so what's crazy is 2 years ago, his truck got stolen.
I remember you telling me this.
Yes. So it happened again, which is so upsetting, so crazy. He's on the phone with me. He's like, no, my truck is not here. And I was like, are you sure? Where'd you park? And he's like, no. I know where I parked because I parked it in a spot near a camera because I know these people have been after my truck. So he parked it in a spot that's not way in the back. He parked it in the front. He parked it by a camera. And these motherfuckers still pulled up in a car. He has it all on camera, but it's still too blurry to see the license plate or to see their faces. So there's nothing we can do. And it was a whole thing. And it's just so upsetting. It's
so
like,
what do you do in that case?
You just have to file a police report. The cops came. There's nothing they can do. They looked at the video. He's like, yeah, it's too far to see. It's too blurry. I can't make out a plate. But even then, those guys are not dumb. They switch plates, you know, like it's probably it's probably a mismatched plates on that car. They're really smart. Like they basically make a copy of the sensor on the key. Yeah. So they can get in, and it's a push start. So they are able to open the door without breaking any glass. They get in, they start the engine, and they drive off like it's their truck. It's so crazy. Yeah,
those trucks need better. Like
they do. They're very easy to steal.
Yeah,
which we've looked that up. So it's everything's a learning lesson. And even before this, what's crazy is when this happened a few weeks prior, he noticed someone did try to steal his truck. So I ordered a wheel lock, like an old school, stupid wheel lock for like the steering wheel, and I had it in my cart and. Like the week flew by and I never pressed order, so I never got it for him. And I'm like kicking myself that I didn't order that shit. And for him to like, I'm just so upset. I'm so upset. Why didn't I put an air tag in the truck? Why didn't I? All these things go through your head. Like I could have done this, should have done that. But I mean, it is what it is.
Because if you had an air tag, you could trace it back, right?
We could track it, but also they're probably so smart to where you get a notification when an air tag is following you.
Oh yeah, you do.
Yes, and you can kind of find it, even if we had hidden it. Like they probably would have deactivated it, but even then, on the cameras, they stole it at like 11 a.m. And by the time he got out of work, it was 7:30 p.m., 8 p.m. So they were long gone.
They stole it early,
very early,
daylight.
And we live in a very, very good and safe area, you guys. But they I think they just really pinpoint his truck because it's big and.
But it was during work, so he parked it outside of work. That's crazy.
It's very, very violating. I hate the feeling. It's just the most awful feeling. Like, and I had to go pick him up from work, and we're just driving off, and our truck is gone.
So does the insurance pay for that?
Insurance pays what the value of the truck is at that moment, but obviously cars depreciate. They're a terrible investment, so you're not going to get what you paid for it, not even close. And we put miles on it and stuff. So, but it is what it is, and it's going to be okay. We'll get him something better, bigger and better, and get a damn wheel lock on it. So just beware. Anytime you go anywhere now, I bought 3 wheel locks for all of our cars. So we have put them on. I don't care where I am. I'm just so paranoid now. So, lock your cars.
Well, everything is so fucking paranoid now here in Houston. I mean, I know this is really shitty to say, guys, but like Houston is just getting really bad. You can't go to Galleria now by yourself ever. Like they are raping women, shootings in the parking garage. Like I'm like, this is what is happening?
Very scary.
It's very scary.
Very. But yeah. But other than that, I mean, and I just felt so bad for him because like he was having such a rough week as it is, and it's just like it was just the last thing, and he's just so not deserving of that shit, and it just it drives me crazy that someone's out there with his truck that he works so hard for and loves. Like we love that truck, and it was our second one that we went to go pick out after they stole the first one. And so, it sucks. But thank God nothing valuable was in the car. I had left my boots in there from the Metallica concert. So he's like, your boots were in there. I'm like, those were some $40 Fashion Nova boots. They can have them.
Yeah.
He can have my damn
You know
boots.
what? You look at them on Craigslist or on Facebook Marketplace and you find them. You're like, oh, motherfucker, you took my truck too. Give me my truck. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, my
terrible,
God. Oh, my God.
violating feeling. But it's okay. We'll
What are you doing
come
next
back
week?
from it, next week I'll be in Miami. We are decorating a very big wedding. Okay. I can say it. It's Deshaun Watson's wedding, and his fiancée Jill. Yes, a football player. Yeah. And we're super excited for that. It's going to be big and grand and one of the biggest events we've done.
Okay.
And it's a lot of prep. It's been very, very, very stressful. So this week has just been crazy for me. And then, with the truck and just all this stuff happening. But we're getting there and we're preparing for it. And, it's in Miami. So hopefully we can have some fun at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Are you staying the whole week?
Yeah, we're staying, I'll be there like from Tuesday all the way to Thursday.
Oh, so are you going to come back for 4th of July?
Yes, I will be back for 4th of July. Yeah, I can't spend more than like 48 hours away from Blake. I lose my mind. I can't.
Yeah, I figured. Is he working on 4th of July?
He is working, yes, but he should be able to be off at least by hopefully 7, 8, and so we'll pop some fireworks and have some good time. Okay. Pop some fireworks. Have you seen that? That TikTok?
No.
Where the police at? You don't know that TikTok of the little girl?
I think I know what you're talking about.
Oh my God, she's so cute. She's in the back of the car. And she's like, no, we're going to pop them fireworks. Where are the police at? And her mom's like, they're right there. And she's like, you have to look it up.
I have to look that up. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So every time I hear fireworks from 4th of July, I think of her.
Okay.
So we're going to pop them fireworks.
Okay. It's fun.
Yeah,
okay.
I did binge Love Island. Okay. All week long. What else did I watch? I watched the DCC the Dallas Cowboys cheerleader.
Girl, don't even. That is my thing.
Stop. Did you watch the whole thing?
No, I have 2 episodes left.
Okay.
I am going to be. I'm telling you now, I'm going to be a DCC cheerleader for Halloween.
Okay, let's do. Oh, I was going to say that you want to try out. Let's try it together.
Try out. Girl, I can't get my leg up halfway to. You see how their freaking legs touch their noses. No, I'm obsessed with that show.
I'm so obsessed.
And you know what? Chris is too, even though he won't say it, he won't admit it, but he'll sit there and watch it with me. Oh my God, I binged it all Sunday. I have 2 episodes left. I love it.
Same.
And I just saw that they're getting a 400% increase.
Yes, I was going to tell you that, but I didn't want to ruin it for you.
No, I saw it on Complex.
Isn't that amazing?
They deserve it.
Oh my God.
They work their asses off, first of all.
They really do.
Like, do I think that they deserve football salary? No, okay, no, I get it. But
a livable wage.
100%.
For the hours they put in,
$100 per game. They make make so much money.
Athletes. They are. Yeah.
That the fact that you're paying these girls $100 is ridiculous.
So salary wise, they were making about $25,000 a year. That was what they were making. Is that
what they were making?
Yes, prior.
Okay.
So now they got a 400% increase, so they should be around $75,000 a year, which is livable.
Yes.
In their predicament. A lot of the girls have to work like 2 or 3 jobs just to make ends meet, which is so crazy.
They wake up at 7 a.m. to go to work. Right after work, they have to go right to practice. Practice starts at 7, ends at 10:30, 11.
Crazy.
I'm like, I don't know how these girls do it. And they do this because it's a passion of theirs, right? And they love it. But it's like so hard. The whole, like, it's just, I'm so glad they're getting paid more. They deserve it. They work extremely hard. It doesn't, like, it's not easy. And not everyone can make the team. They're very hard on who makes the team, right? And it's just, I love it. I love
Kelly.
Kelly?
I love her.
I do too.
Love
the coach or whatever. I do too. I love her. I want to be her.
Literally.
She's just got this thing. I don't even know.
Like don't fuck with me. Wisdom. Like, she just knows what she's talking about.
I just think they're not obviously as close to the cheerleaders as I wish they would be.
They're not, but I'll tell you what. When it comes to being a very successful coach, you have to make a very fine line between being your coach or being your friend.
No, I get it.
And in my opinion, people that are more successful at coaching and being a leader, we're not best friends.
No,
we're not. We can't be. Otherwise, you're not going to respect me on the level that you should.
Yeah.
To succeed.
Well, that, and then like, it's like you get more emotionally attached and you can't see what you need to see. And Correct. She sees like all the imperfections in order to be the best team out there, right? She sees all those imperfections. So, so it's great to see. I'm also really proud of Jada this year for stepping up. She's the one that like was more outspoken. Did you catch the part where she dyes her hair and she doesn't tell Kelly?
Yes.
I was like, the fact
that she loved it.
Thank God. But I was like, so the girl, I think her name is Amber, the one that is blonde, and Kelly asked her if she got lip filler. She's my favorite.
She's gorge.
She is like so hot to me.
She's stunning. She's so young.
So young, but she's got the it look, girl.
I know.
Like,
she is like a DCC cheerleader, all like the whole package. I think she is too.
Face, hair, body.
Yes.
Everything about her is like just
it's
beautiful.
Giving hair, face, ass, titties.
Yeah. She looks great. I love it. I mean, I'm obsessed. I want to be them for. I honestly, I'm gonna start watching the Dallas Cowboys just because of them.
So did you ever see the show prior? Before it was on TLC? I believe
it was called Making the Team.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I did. I had heard about it, but I never watched it.
I watched it.
Oh, you did?
Religiously growing up.
Religiously. I wish I would have.
God. And if you were to, you need to go back and see, because they would eat them up if they gained over a pound over what she says, okay, is this weight maintainable for you? And if they say yes, they literally weigh them and they know their weight. And if they start gaining weight, she'll sit them down in the office and she'll ask her, what's going on? Okay, well, our uniform isn't looking up to par anymore because we're not fitting into it the way we did when we first, like, they're brutal.
Yeah.
They would get canceled for that now.
Because now they don't talk about the girls' weights, because some of the girls aren't that petite. There's a little bit more curvy girls on the team.
So now there is, but before
before there's not, but now there is, which I mean, like, it's a good thing. I do think that they need to make sure that's it. Like, it doesn't need to get what's the right word?
I know what you mean.
Like, no, I don't want to say bigger, but
like, to uphold.
There's a look to uphold as a cheerleader,
right?
Yes,
right.
So I do think right now the balance they have with the girls is great, because they do have some really small girls that are, for me, like, really too small, but they look great. And then they have the medium, and then they have the fit, and then they have like the more bodily girls, which I think is great. They need to have that, but I think what they have now, it needs to be the standard and no more or no less than that, because there was that one girl this year too that was struggling with an eating disorder. So that was really crazy to watch.
They cut her.
They did. But she wasn't.
I'm just laughing because like it's so hardcore.
But,
they didn't give it. They don't care.
It. Like, you looked at her and I'm sorry, but like, that's just how it is.
She was struggling.
And some girls, I mean, you look at some girls and they just got it. And you look at some girls and they just don't.
Right.
Like, you know? And it's one of those things where you gotta, like, not just the routine, you have to want it. You have to be so confident in yourself and make people want to look at you. Like, I'm the center of attention and I deserve all the attention.
Yes.
And if you don't believe that about yourself, which I'm not saying it's easy because it's not, then you're gonna get lost in all those girls. Because they're all beautiful, they're all talented, they all can dance, right? So it's like, can you keep up?
It's so cutthroat.
I love it. I love it. Anyways. Yeah, so I did watch it. Okay.
I have like so much more to say. Even the girl with alopecia, like I was crying.
I haven't seen that part.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. We'll get back to that. It's the last 2 episodes are so great.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I'm going to watch it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the only other show besides Love Island. So let's talk about Love Island and then we'll end it here, guys. We just want to do a little recap. But Love Island, if you have not watched Love Island, okay, listen, do not judge me. I was never a Love Island girly. I don't like reality TV. But Gabby was like, you need to watch it. You need to watch it. You need to watch it. And I'm like, okay. I'm going to watch it. And I was seeing a lot of stuff. So I'm not the only one that like on my Explore said Huda, like drama with Huda. And I'm like, oh my God, Huda Beauty? Huda Beauty is in drama? Oh my God, what happened? And then I realized it's Huda from Love Island. And I'm like, okay, I need to just watch it. So I watched the first 3 episodes. And then I just started watching the last 3 episodes because I'm like, because my sister was.
Oh my God, you skipped so much.
I skipped the middle and I was like, okay, I'm tired. I don't want to like. So I didn't see all the craziness that Huda did. I did see like some of the recaps, and then I started watching because my sister was watching while we were in Disney, and I'm I'm watching it while she's here, so I already know what's going on, so there's no point in me going back. But I will say, okay, let's talk about, you said you didn't like this Love Island season as much, right? Okay, no, I've never watched any of the other ones.
Love Island is so good, okay? I've been watching Love Island since I started watching UK, okay? Right. Back in like before COVID, it was like 2017, 2018. I got so hooked on the UK season.
Is that when 3. Molly got famous with that one guy? Do they come from Love Island?
I don't know about him. Okay. What I got obsessed with is season 3 UK Love Island, which has Chris Hughes in it. So, you know who JoJo Siwa is?
Yes.
She's dating a guy named Chris Hughes. Chris Hughes is on Love Island UK season 3. Oh my God. Like Montana Brown. I was so hooked, so invested in these people. Anytime someone would get cut, it was just like awful. It was so good. You have to see that season. Okay. It's UK season 3. It is so good. Okay. Here's the thing. Last year, I did watch Love Island USA with Leah Katab, all the girls, which is so funny. We met Serena. Do you remember that?
Yes.
When we met to eat at Joey Uptown in Galleria.
Yes.
Serena was there. And I was like, oh my God, this is when Love Island was, the final episode had aired. And she was back, because she's from Houston. She was back in Houston. And I was like, oh my God, do you know, because I met her waiting for you to get there. And then I pointed her out because she was at the table next to us. And I said hi. She was so nice. And then I was like, that's Serena from Love Island. Do you watch? And you were like, no.
No.
I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
She's so sweet. Her, Leah, the PBG girls from last year's season is so good. Like last year is so good.
Okay.
This year is not it. I don't know what happened with the casting. This is just my opinion, okay? Like, yes, it's still juicy. Yes, there's still a lot going on. In my heart of hearts, if I was on Love Island and they casted these people, I'd be like, get me out of here. I don't find anyone like really, oh my God, like yes,
so you're
like
missing
bombshells are not it. In
are
my
you missing
opinion.
Drama, or what are you missing?
No,
like the hotness? Like
like in my opinion, the men that they selected, are you out of your mind? A pool boy? Are you kidding me? Austin?
You know who he looks like? Phineas and Ferb.
Yes. Okay. No. Do you know what someone said? Did you ever watch Lizzie McGuire?
Yes.
The little brother, the little annoying brother in Lizzie McGuire.
He does.
He looks identical. It's not him.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
I know he's sweet, but he's not attractive. Like
no.
On a scale,
this is what I'm trying to say.
No, he's not an attractive model guy.
The only, in my opinion, like if I was on Love Island, the only guy I'd be like, okay, I'm kind of interested is maybe Charlie. He is so sweet.
He's Charlie the
one with the accent,
the country accent.
No, not the fake
Charlie,
country
the British
boy.
one.
The British one.
Oh, okay. Yes, he was handsome.
The only guy I'd be like, okay, he's a gentleman.
I think Nick is very cute.
He's a nurse.
Nick?
Yes.
I don't care. He's hot.
Oh my God, no!
Yeah, I think
Hell no.
I like his smile a lot.
He has a great smile.
I'm a very big smile girl. Jeremiah, get that fucker out of here.
I hate.
Oh my God, his
I can't
smile
be mean like this. Okay,
No,
I'm
I know.
sorry. I very much dislike Ace, and I very much dislike Jeremiah.
I do too.
Such
his smile was so
energy.
fake, like just like
him. Okay, and this I've been craving all week to talk to you guys specifically about this because I hate the image that Huda and Jeremiah, and I know they're not together anymore, but I left off about episode 10, so that's kind of where I'm at, and right now I'm at the part where really Huda's just so overly obsessed with Jeremiah for what, I don't know, but it's just giving so desperate, and I hate the image she's giving to other women to look at, like, you guys know I'm so big on don't chase a man, let a man chase you. And this is a whole 180 on that. Like, she is just so obsessed with Jeremiah, and the whole thing with, oh my God, this is my number one thing about this. In my opinion, my heart of hearts, as a mother, leaving your child for 6 weeks, going on a dating show and not having any contact with her says volumes, says words, and in my opinion, it is so insanely immature. It's crazy to leave your child for that long, and that is a major red flag. That's number one about Huda, okay? I don't care if you like her, I don't care if you dislike her. You can't, in my opinion, as a great mother, how could you leave your child for 6 weeks?
Yeah.
That is crazy. Red flag.
I think my thing with Huda that I dislike is, I think from the very beginning, she does not have a very genuine personality. I don't care.
No, she's very emotionally immature. Very.
Very, very fake. You don't tell girls you just met you love them. First of all, that's just my ick. Like, you telling girls, oh my God, I love you so much. You don't know anything about me.
Yep.
And, like, I don't know anything about you. And then what I found like as a major red flag was her like, I don't want to tell anyone I have a kid yet.
Correct.
Why not?
Correct.
Because you're scared that you want them to lust over you instead of really fall in love with you. Because if you tell someone, hey, I have a kid, that's the first thing you're going to know about me.
It's the first thing you should be saying.
Because they're important in your life.
Yes, and you want to sift out the men that don't want to be with someone like that.
But her waiting because, she wanted to keep it private. No. You did it for selfish reasons. Because you want a guy to fall in love, like lust over
you're
you.
Like love bombing them.
Yes.
Yeah.
You want them to think, oh my God, like, because she's like, all the guys that I've ever been with have been so obsessed with me. And like, because I don't know if you're obviously, I don't think you're caught up, right? But she's like, when she tells Tyler, she's like, I'm just so used to all the guys being so obsessed with me. And I'm like, you want the guy to be so obsessed with you and then being like, oh yeah, I have a kid, by the way. Like, no. I think that was a red flag. To this day, I haven't watched last night's episode, but the previous one, I'm like, the producers are keeping her on for drama. I don't like her. I don't think she's a genuine person. She's not. She's like, there's major red flags about her all around. She's not a girl's girl. So to me, she needs to be gone. And I do not feel sorry for her because I'm like, girl, you are on live television and you're making yourself a fool. You look like a damn fool.
So does Ace.
Oh, yeah.
I cannot stand
I feel like Ace likes to stir the pot. I was telling Gabby, I feel like he's just there as like, what do they call it? Producers, what? Like some like guinea pig. He just likes to stir the pot.
Oh, definitely.
He's not there to find love.
Yeah, it's hilarious that he's also like 5'4". You know, when you just see his little feet dangling, like
I thought that it's just no. They said he was like 5'9". I'm like, he looks shorter than that because Chris is 5'9".
The picture I saw must be edited then because he
looks short. He looks like my height.
Yeah, and I'm only poking fun at that because he's an idiot.
Yeah,
that's just, I would never make fun of someone's height. Like, if they're super nice and like, you can totally get over that kind of stuff. But if you're also just an F-boy and just the energy you bring is nothing but like negativity and like you just want to fuck around with all these like, I cannot stand it. I can't stand a man who the reason why I cannot stand Jeremiah is because he's obviously not into Huda. And this is where I'm at. I know they're not together. But the way he just drags Huda along and then talks shit about her behind her back.
I skipped that part.
Oh, okay. Well,
but I never see. Like, I already disliked him. I didn't need you to tell me that to dislike him. Yeah. I knew he wasn't genuine.
Yeah, just like making out with Huda, right? And then the next the next second he'll be talking to the guys and he'll be like, I cannot stand the way she fucking says, like, good job, like, treats me like I'm her fucking kid. He makes these comments, right? And it's like, you're not into her then. Yeah, she's crazy. She's immature. So then why are you leading her on? Like, I just hate it. And I think it's Love Island. Look, it's reality TV. It's partly probably scripted. So, like, I'm reading into it way too much, you know?
But that's part of it. Like,
that's part of it,
that's
right? They like have to couple up, and at the same time, there's prize money on the line, so they want to win the 100K. So I can only imagine they're just staying with people because they want to win Love Island. They're probably kind of thinking, I need to just stick with this to not get kicked off. Yeah. So, but if you're a genuine person though, you wouldn't want to hurt someone's feelings and lead them on, and when you're not talking shit about them and you don't really want them. Yeah. No. I hate it. Yeah. It's my biggest pet peeve. Yeah. And a woman to throw themselves at a man over and over, and she's like, oh, he doesn't make me breakfast. He doesn't do anything for me. Like, if he wanted to, he would. I'm so big on that. We've talked about this over and over again. That's why I cannot stand to watch this crap on TV right now with her situation. I just hate it. Yeah. Stop thirsting over a man who doesn't want you. No, I get it. I just, and that's what I didn't watch that part, because I'm like, I feel like if I would have watched that, I think that's why I didn't want to watch the middle part, because I'm like, if I watch that, I'm not going to watch any of it. I'm going to get too annoyed. I'm going to be like, screw this. I'm not going to watch it. So now I feel like finally that her and Jeremiah are separate. Like, I can watch it. It's a little bit better. I really like Nick and, blanking, what's her name? Sierra. I love Sierra. I love them. I love them together. I think she's so pretty. So I know you're not at this with their grills and teeth jewels.
I fucking love the teeth jewels.
Get out of here.
I love teeth jewels.
And her grill.
She's a grill?
She had a grill over her, like, canine teeth. Like her.
Oh, no, I didn't see her grill.
Oh, no. You don't like
tooth gems?
Babe, we're in our, look, we're grown women.
Yeah,
okay.
I know.
Maybe if I was 18, 19, like, okay, yeah, cute, whatever, it's giving euphoria. Like, no, I'm a grown-ass woman. No, I don't like teeth jewels. I think I'm going to show up to a professional work meeting with some teeth jewels?
No, yeah, no. I know. No, I know you're not.
It's immature.
No, I know what you mean.
I'm a Capricorn, I'm sorry.
No, I get it, because I like teeth jewels on someone else, and I was literally like, oh my God, I want one. But I'm like, I'm the same. I'm like, I'm 30. What the fuck am I going to be doing with a tooth gem? Like, and then in a professional meeting, like you said, with fucking a tooth gem, like, you've got to be kidding me. Like, I just feel like it's not me, but I like the girls that can pull it off. You have to have a very cool look. And like, she has a very like Islander look. Like, she has a very Miami girl look. And I like that. Like, I like her. I like her vibe.
She's from Arizona.
Really?
Yeah, she has a lot of followers on TikTok and stuff.
And Instagram. I actually ran across her page today. Yes. But okay, so I know you're not here, but I wanted to talk about this. But so there is this challenge that they do, and the guy has to drink milk out of a fake cow udder.
Okay.
So he's milking his mouth, fills up his mouth with milk, pours it in her mouth, and then she has to spit it in the bucket.
Okay.
And it's back and forth, back and forth. You could not pay me any significant amount of money to do that.
Really?
To put milk in my mouth?
But you're not drinking it.
It doesn't. I don't know how girls didn't gag on that show. I was gagging watching it.
That's nothing compared to other challenges on Love Island.
Are you serious?
Absolutely.
I could not ever do that with Chris.
Okay, that is nothing. I'm telling you right now. You need to watch last year's. So there was literally a challenge where you had to fill a spit bucket of like concession food. You have to squirt like ketchup in my mouth, ketchup in your mouth, and the next person, a line all the way down, and whoever fills up the bucket the fastest wins. That's even more it's like,
what do you mean?
Nasty condiments. This is like milk, you know what I mean? And I'll just spit it out.
No. You're saying like they would each put ketchup in their own mouth?
Like I can't even remember. It was probably a mix of like mustard, ketchup, all these different crazy condiments. It was probably like carnival themed or something. You squirt it, like someone goes and puts all the stuff in their mouth, and then I put it in your mouth. You put it in Gabby's puts it in someone else. All the way down the line, like 5 to 8 people, and then you spit it in a bucket all the way at the end.
Get me the fuck out of there. I wouldn't, that's where they draw the line. I'd be like, I'm getting out of the show. You could not even, no. Unless I'm starting. No, baby. Yeah. No, then I was like, first of all, I'm lactose intolerant. I could not do this challenge. Milk, like some of the girls were gagging after they were talking because they were like, I smell like milk because like, you know, you just...
I could do that because I'm not swallowing it. Like, it's not a big deal. You know what I mean? But
you cannot pay me. You cannot pay me. Oh, that makes me sick to my stomach just thinking about that. Some person I just met, and then you're making out with them on the floor with a milk-covered mouth. Their spit, their lips taste like milk.
The makeout stuff is crazy. Because they're making out with so much tongue, I would get so grossed out.
Yes.
I would get so grossed out. Yes.
I'm like, I was telling Chris, I'm like, I'm not a tongue maker outer.
Yeah.
So when we would break up and I would make out with guys, they'd be like, can you use more tongue? And I'm like, no. I'm not gonna use more tongue. Like,
there's a moment. Okay, this is the whole. I know. Go on a tangent. About
we need to talk about making out and
how to kiss. Oh my god, let's do that on Patreon.
Yeah,
immediately.
Yeah,
like literally right now.
Yeah,
we're going on Patreon, and I will explain a good kisser versus a bad kisser.
Yes,
and what to do and what not to do, but also. It's all about being on the same wavelength, too.
Yes.
Okay? Because you have to read the room. Read the kisser.
Right.
Okay? Because if you're kissing someone and you're kissing, like, with less tongue, right, and you want a little tongue, okay, put a little tongue in there.
Yes.
But don't put your tongue down his fucking
throat,
ear, neck. Like, no. Stop.
Some of these girls, I'm like, it's so extra.
Much.
It's so, it looks disgusting. It doesn't even look like.
It's so unattractive. But that's just me. I don't know. I know people eat this shit up. They want to see that. They want to see it. But it grosses me out.
Yeah, no. I just, no. I don't know.
And they could have done better on the casting this season. I'm so sorry. If you know, you know. Love Island is usually like, oh my God, like someone walks in and you're like, oh, this is the hottest woman alive. Yeah. This is the hottest man alive. No. This season is not it, you guys.
Yeah, the guys, like, I would not, except for Nick, besides like, but Nick is not my type either, but I'm saying out of the pot so that I have to choose. Scrawny. I know. I get,
like, I need a man's voice to be lower than mine, not higher. Okay. And Nick and Austin are both like, I don't understand how do these, like, the producers think that a woman's going to want to be with a pool man? A pool boy.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
No.
But I feel like, I don't know if they cut that off, but, like, they don't really have, like, deep conversations like that. Or maybe they do, but it's not on camera because it's boring. Like, I don't know.
I just knew right away. Whenever his little intro went on, I'm talking about Austin, when his intro went on, he was like, I've been to many women's homes cleaning their pools, and he's like, yeah, thousands or whatever, you know, and he's like his body count is in the thousands or whatever the hell he said. He's crazy. Like, I mean, that's not attractive. It's not attractive. No, and I know they need to, like, stir the pot. They need interesting people on the cast.
Well, the new girl they got that's Dominican or whatever, she's like, I've never been in a relationship, and I'm like, she's like, because I'm too picky. I'm like, no, boo, you got some problems. If you're this age and you've never been in a relationship, and I'm sorry, but, like, you a BBL girl through and through, like, I'm like, you ain't getting those BBLs for you. You're getting it for something else, and you're not going to sit here and tell me that you just haven't found the right man. You haven't found the right man because you're not attracting the right man, you know? And so I didn't like her because I'm like, no, that's not, like, I don't know. That's not who I was hoping to watch. Like, it's not, I don't know. I'm not, so this is my first time watching it, and I'm not, like, obviously, that's what I thought when I was first watching it. I'm like, these guys are not that hot. I'm like, what is this? And, okay, I'm glad to know that I'm not.
Other seasons are way better.
Okay.
I know it's like, I don't know why everyone's suddenly on the Love Island train this year. Like, everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. It's really cool. I guess, you know why? I think because this is the first year they're doing live voting. Like, live voting, and they will boot people off that don't get voted enough. I guess that's kind of why there's so much hype about it.
I think you really don't even know, because I wish they would show, because I'm like, Huda was probably, she probably got voted out, but you kept her because of the drama. Because she needs to go. I don't want to see her face. Like, I don't want to see her face.
I'm laughing so hard because Blake, he watches some episodes with me, but last year he was way more invested because it was way better. But this season, he was saying that too. He was like, what is happening this year?
Yeah.
And he said it, okay? And I was like, I don't know, but this is not it. And he was like, yeah. He was like, I liked Rob way better last season, and, like, whatever. He got way more invested. And it's so funny because he missed the intro part, and so he came back to home at one point, and I was already on, like, episode 4, and he saw Huda, And he was like, what does she do? Or what does she do for a living? And I was like, oh, she's a fitness coach. And he was like, are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. I know.
She is.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I know. Well, I should not be saying she's a fitness coach. Mm-hmm. No way. But
Yeah. A lot of BBL girlies love to say they're also fitness girlies.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I mean, I don't know if I don't think she's BBL, but I mean, I don't think she should personally, like, I'm not going to get coached. Like, we've talked about it before on the podcast.
Yeah.
Plenty of times. I'm going to a boxing coach who knows about boxing and has done it before. Right. I'm going to a Pilates coach for me that looks like the Pilates girl that I want to look like. I'm going to go to a trainer who's... By the way, I'm starting my High Rocks training tomorrow is my first session. So, and I think our coach is like ripped. He's like a pro High Rocks athlete. Mm-hmm. Like, that's what... If you're going to say you're a coach or an athlete, you need to look like an athlete. And I'm sorry, she does not. She does not. Like, I would not hire her. Yeah. So, it is what it is. I'm not trying... Like, obviously... Guys, we don't come on here and talk shit, but we're talking about Love Island, and we're talking about the people on there, and it's just, I mean, those people that go on, I don't know. I was telling my sister, I'm like, I want you to go on because she's like, single, whatever. But then at the same time, I'm like, girl, I don't even know if you have the personality to go on because you're quiet. You're not like a shitty ass person.
Some girls, no, there's so many seasons with actually like really sweet, quiet girls, and those always end up getting in a really good couple, and they're like so loyal, and they end up winning the whole season.
Okay.
For example, UK season 3. You just have to go see it. It's so
good. But my sister's a mom too, and she would never be okay with leaving Kylie for 6 weeks. There's no way, So, but unless I'm like, okay, I'll take over 6 weeks, but I don't think I could do that either.
Yeah.
No.
No. Yeah, you've had your fair share of birth control this past week.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I literally came back and I'm like, babe, we need to live life. I'm like, I am not ready for a kid. No, absolutely not.
It's a lot.
It was a very much wake up call again. Like every time I'm around kids, I'm like, but yeah. All right. We're going to go on Patreon and we're going to talk about kissing.
Let's talk about making out.
A good kisser.
Yeah.
But okay. Well, we hope you enjoyed this episode, guys. We are going to do an episode about parenting because I want to get some of Hannah's intake on some of this stuff just because I love like just thinking about things, like things are the way they are. And so I don't know if it's like you get older and you really start to like really want to comprehend things, and like being around Kylie in the way that she is, just kind of like, as someone who's done therapy and is self-aware, it brings up a lot of things. So like I really wanted to have this conversation with you. So I'm excited to get into it.
Yes, let's get into it.
All right, guys. Well, we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.
I'm literally just a girl.